In the wee hours of December 14th, 2018, Convention and Visitors Bureau Transparency died in the Ohio House to be reconsidered in the next session. The matter involved a provision to require very limited Convention and Visitor Bureau (CVB) financial transparency when and only when local elected officials serve on the CVB board. Let's paint a picture. Over $100 million a year flows through CVBs. So any transparency gets between local politicians in your county and $100 million worth of taxpayer funds on a statewide basis that they love to be able to spend, control, and influence with absolutely no transparency. In Claremont County, Ohio, a local commissioner took over the CVB and used it as a piggy bank to reward friends and business associates and to work backroom deals in support of FC Cincinnati. Two of the individuals involved in the scandal directly were Senator Joe Uecker and Representative Doug Green. They now are members 1 and 2 of the Claremont County Anti-Transparency Team. They get joined on a statewide basis by the Ohio Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus and the County Commissioners Association of Ohio. This is my grandmother, Estelle McCrite, who has long since passed. When I would receive gifts of money for Christmas or other holidays, her values were simple. When someone gives you a gift, you send a thank you note. When the gift is money, tell them how you plan to use the money. I wish her values could be the values of Senator Joe Uecker and Representative Doug Green and the Ohio Association of CVBs and the County Commissioners Association of Ohio. I want to go a little deeper on Senator Joe Uecker and Representative Doug Green. Both were ringleaders in the 2017 Claremont County Commissioner David Ubel backroom plot for a tax increase through the CVB to support FC Cincinnati. Both Senator Uecker and Representative Doug Green actively hid what they were doing from other elected officials in the legislature and elected officials in the affected areas. Both were just involved in the last few days in changing the Ohio Revised Code for FC Cincinnati in secret again, with no consultation with other elected officials or letting local officials know what they were doing. And both just worked, in the video you'll see, to remove any public transparency for $100 million in tax funds that flow through CVBs. Americans for Prosperity has consistently been on the side of transparency and had one of the best lines in testimony in support of CVB transparency. They spoke of a perverse set of incentives. You have to understand, CVBs and their boards are generally appointed by county commissioners. The funds that go to CVBs are approved by county commissioners. In the current state, county commissioners want to be able to serve on those CVBs where they send the money, where they appoint the members, and now can continue to spend the money with no disclosure whatsoever. At the end of the video, you'll see Representative Steve Arndt commit to working with Representative Tom Brinkman on CVB transparency in the new year in the next session. I'll look forward to seeing that happen. Representative Arndt played a key role in taking away transparency when he got legislation passed that removed restrictions put in place by Attorney General Mike DeWine on the participation of elected officials in CVB boards.
It also requires certain convention visitors bureaus to make available for inspection by public all meeting minutes, vendor payment information, financial information.
We also added the Convention Visitors Bureau amendment that requires CVB to open its meeting minutes records if the member is an elected official in a political subdivision that has levied a hotel lodging excise tax.
This amendment was recently added this morning in GOA after a very limited amount of discussion. I want to thank Representative Brinkman. What we have decided is that it probably needs more discussion on this particular amendment. And Representative Brinkman and Hambly have agreed to continue that dialogue with the stakeholders in the next General Assembly, and I appreciate Representative Brinkman with his diligent effort to address this issue and look forward to further discussion in the next General Assembly and urge support.
Question is, shall the motion to amend be agreed to? The House will prepare and proceed to vote. Have all members now voted? Clerk will take the roll.
64 affirmative votes, 22 negative votes.
64 affirmative votes, 22 negative votes. Having received the required majority, the motion is agreed to and the bill so amended. The question is...